Hello YouTube family and welcome to Natalie's Reptile Room. As always, this is the awesome Princess Natalie.
Yes.
And welcome to another episode of Coolest Reptiles from Around the World, where we pick the top 10 coolest reptiles from a different country every week. As you can see here today, our special guest is Charmeleon, the Nile Monitor, which you just held him, right?
Yes, and he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, good enough that you can hold him now.
Yeah, and he never bit me. But look, he gave me a scratch.
Yeah, he's got some claws. So, do you remember what country we did last week?
Canada!
Canada. And which one of those animals was your favorite? Remember number one was like the blue racer?
I like the blue racer.
I like that one. So this week we're moving on to Afghanistan. And Afghanistan. And we picked that Afghanistan. Perfect, there you go. But we picked Afghanistan because Daddy's actually been to Afghanistan. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I went to Afghanistan and I actually seen some of the reptiles that we're going to go over here today. We've got a really cool story for our coolest reptile that we picked. So make sure to stick around to the end because we'll tell you that one too. So starting off our list is number one, the Hailies Viper. So look at this guy. Look how long he is.
Yes.
He's pretty cool looking,
okay,
right?
Guys, are you ready for me to show him?
You can show him.
We're
gonna put let's see if Dad can do this right. We're gonna put a little box like right here that'll have pictures of all the reptiles. Right here. Right? But number one is the Hailies Viper. And that's a pretty funny name because you have an aunt named Haley, right?
Yeah.
So she's like a viper. Hailies Viper.
Oh no, she's my aunt.
Your aunt, right. But this one's name is the Hailies Viper too. And what does viper mean?
Venomous.
Venomous. So not all the time because they do have like the viper boa, which they're a really cool looking boa constrictor. But that's a boa, they're not venomous. When their name has viper in it, it's most likely venomous.
Yeah.
Right. Number two on our list is the Caspian Cobra.
Okay, guys.
So what is the coolest thing about cobras? Cobras in specific.
Hood, guys.
Their hood. And you remember when we did our false water cobra?
Yes.
He's got a hood too, right?
I showed it like that.
That's fine. But they're a really cool cobra. I like how their pattern is like, it's almost like bandit. He kind of looks like a bandit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
Hey, guess what? He kind of had the same pattern. With the white.
As Charmeleon?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Number three on our list is the Sand Viper. Check him out.
Ooh.
So something really cool about these guys is they are an ambush predator. And how they attack their prey is like very methodically. He wiggles his whole body under the sand, usually by like a mouse path or mice trail. He'll wiggle his whole body under the sand, and when a mouse or something like that goes right by him, he strikes like that.
But guess
Gives
what?
him the venom.
I wish there was one in my sand pit.
A viper?
Yeah.
You'd want a viper in your sandbox?
Yeah, because I want to keep one.
Oh, he is really cool looking, isn't he?
Yeah.
So moving on from one viper to another, number four is the Persian horn viper.
Ooh.
So take a look at him. Why is he called a horn viper?
Because he had horns on the top of his head.
That's exactly right. But that is awesome looking, isn't he?
Yeah, he kind of looks kind of silly.
Kind of silly?
Yeah,
Looks kind of menacing.
look. Look at his face.
Yeah, that is pretty silly.
He's like,
So what I like about him is that those horns kind of reminds me of like a gaboon viper, but instead of right behind their eyes, the gaboon viper's is right on the tip of his nose, right?
Yeah.
Still, really cool, right?
Yeah.
I love them. So number 5 on our list is the Indian Cobra.
He looks just like that cobra.
What cobra? The false water cobra?
No, that one.
Oh, the first cobra we did?
Yeah,
He
that-
does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So between these guys and like a king cobra, they are like your picture cobra. When most people think of a cobra, the Indian cobra is usually what they're thinking of.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those like snake dancers where they have a cobra in the basket? They play a flute or something and they get the cobra to move around with them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are usually Indian cobras. Yeah.
Well, guess what? He had the same pattern.
Oh, and you know what movie he's in?
What?
Aladdin. Yeah, that's an Indian cobra.
Yeah.
Number 6 is the garden lizard. So look at him. Go ahead and look at the different pages. But you know what I like about him?
What?
Do you remember when we did the coolest reptiles of Australia?
Huh?
He kind of reminds me of that, like,
Oh.
whoa, check him out. He reminds me of like the water dragon that we did from Australia. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Kind of like iguana looking.
Yeah.
Either way, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So number 7 on our list is the secret Toadhead Agama. So he is cool looking, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at that thing in his mouth.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we couldn't find like a good picture of them when they open their mouth. So you're definitely gonna want to Google this. The picture we're showing you guys isn't them with like their mouth open, but they're called the secret Toadhead Agama because these folds in their mouth, when they open their mouth, look at that.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? The frill dragons, like frills, but this comes right out of his mouth. That is weird, isn't it?
Guys, do you want to see it?
You can show 'em. Maybe you guys can make that out.
Agama.
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 So number 8 on our list is the desert monitor. So check this guy out. Speaking of monitors, we got this one right here.
Look.
Kind of looks like it. Look how big he is in this thing.
Yeah.
He's got a fat belly. Somebody must have been feeding him right.
Yeah.
But do you know why they call him the desert monitor? It's a difficult one because they're found in the desert. Oh. So number 9 on our list is the Afghan tortoise. So you know what I like about tortoises? 2 things. Is how big they are and how long they live. But I mean, just think about how he must just walk around in the desert like all day. That's gotta get pretty hot, right?
Yeah. Probably like this hot. So it goes cold, hot. Cold.
Yeah, probably way hotter than it was here in Maryland today, right?
Yeah, guys, you should let your kids out and you should go and drive to a playground because it's warm. Everybody out and you can find a wingback snake or a turtle.
We're getting into Daddy's favorite season, summer and vacation time. I'm all about it. All right, and number 10, our coolest reptile from Afghanistan, the Soulscaled Viper. So look at him, and that is one serious name, isn't it?
Is he bad?
Oh, they are venomous, and they are incredibly dangerous. So you want to hear the crazy story Daddy has about him?
Yeah.
When I was in Afghanistan, we actually found a Soulscaled Viper.
Did he
And-
run?
No, he was just sitting there. And we had an issue with mice getting into our MREs and like really messing up our MREs, pulling the food out and stuff. So when we were out one day, we found one of these guys out in the desert. Well, we put him in a little Gatorade bottle and we took him to our base and let him go in the mouse hole. And if Daddy knew what I do today about them, we would have never touched him. But Daddy got pretty close to touching one. But if I knew what I did today, I can guarantee none of us would have messed with the thing. These guys are responsible for like 4,000 to 5,000 deaths each year. That's how many people they kill each year. So they're not really the most venomous snake in the world. They have no problem being in populated areas.
Did they kill little ghouls?
I'm sure they have, unfortunately. But that is our coolest reptile this week from the coolest reptiles from Afghanistan. If you guys would have added any different ones, or certainly would have added to our list, make sure to comment below and let us know which ones you think were the coolest. But if you guys would, consider subscribing, because next week we'll be picking a new country, and this Saturday we're going to be starting a new type of mini-series, right?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright guys, but thank you for watching.
And look at my teeth.
Oh, did you guys notice that from our last video? She lost her tooth.
Yep. So
Growing up like that.
we told you, and it's in my room with my Savannah and my little girl.
Yep.
It's under a tooth fairy's pillow. It has a pocket and it's in a baggie in the pocket.
And we're waiting on the tooth fairy to come and get it, right?
But guys, if you lose your tooth, we can give it to you.
Yeah, let them borrow it. Alright guys, so we'll see you on Sunday. Say bye, Charmeleon.
Bye, Charmeleon. Bye.
See you guys.
See you guys.